depending on what kind of... This is an older power washer. Yo, dude, Bigfoot. He strikes again, bro. The Muckingham Post. You guys heard it here first. Bigfoot strikes again. I'm going to just double check, make sure we are alive for this glorious first extra video that we're doing for Power Wash Simulator.
Well, I'm gonna water the plants while you're doing that.
Okay. Yeah, we're live. Okay, we're good. We're Gucci. Hello, Tony.
That's a
Welcome.
lot of money.
All right, let's take a look at these power washers we have access to. Oh, this is awful.
Yeah, that's what you have.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, we are here with the Gnome Fountain. I mean, just look at this thing. This is glorious. This is going to be our first delve into some extra category. This isn't the main game stuff. This is stuff you can do after the game. Or maybe it's just stuff they added after the main game was done. I don't know how accurate that is. But I'm going to
This is
talk
from
like
the
I know what
first
I'm
set of
talking
bonus
about.
levels, and I don't think this level was ever on Eric's channel.
I don't think this was ever on my channel. Yeah, I think you're right. Regardless, I do want to go back and eventually do all of the power washing levels anyway, just as kind of standalones. I know sometimes we'll put like two different jobs in on a video, but for like going into these, like I understand some of these streams, like with vehicles, are going to be like 5 minutes, which I'm fine with. I just want to have a cohesive playlist of all the levels eventually done. And this is my first step into that with Power Wash Extras. Also, what do you mean you just ran into me, Tony? I don't remember seeing you today. Oh man, you need red for some of this. Some of this is on there. Bro, preach. I have been so busy, I haven't been able to have a lot of fun lately.
I've been able to have a lot of fun, but the fun that I've been not having has definitely been taken up with misery.
And power washing? Is that also a factor?
No, because I'm having fun when I'm power washing.
Oh, you know, I enjoy it too. It's a weird kind of stress relief, you know?
Sometimes I'll power wash by myself and just put a podcast on. Just vibe.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's my goal. I'm going to go through and do all these first.
Just sit there and power wash while I listen to other people play D&D.
There you go. Pardon me. So, Tony, when are you finally giving in and getting a PS5, buddy? Or are you just going to stick with PC? Which is
Yeah, you should
valid.
probably just stick with PC.
Oh, apparently Tony is working on it. You got to get yourself Monster Hunter, man, so you can play. You see all that fun I've been having? I mean, I've only done one episode on the channel. I do have a secondary profile that I am like getting real deep into, just for my own personal, I guess, training to actually be good while playing. But yeah, I'm gonna have a separate file for when I stream, and then a separate file for maybe when we go late game. Like once we actually get through with the story, I'll just jump back onto the one that I've got all the hours invested in and just play that one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. How many of these are there? Oh my! I'm gonna lose my mind. So Kev, when are we gonna get this One Piece journey started?
Tell me.
All right, we'll talk.
We're talking right now.
You know that's fair. How's next Sunday?
I might be able to do next Sunday.
Sweet. Because we do power washing every other Sunday. Maybe we could have that extra Sunday just be like an anime day. We also have to finish Zodiac Wars. I want to see what
We do have to
happens with
finish
that.
Zodiac Wars.
Unless you'd be cool with me finishing it on my own, but
I mean, that's up to you. Us watching it together, I think, was me technically my third time watching Juni Taisen, the Zodiac War.
dang. So for those who don't know, the anime I'm talking about, Zodiac Wars, Kevin introduced it to me, and it's kind of like a death game with different houses that are all under like the Chinese zodiac banner. It's pretty interesting. And if I
Although
remember,
dark.
yeah, oh, it's very dark. If I remember correctly, the winner gets a wish, any wish.
Yep.
It's kind of like the Twisted Metal tournament.
Basically, get one free use of the wish spell at the end.
Yeah, my favorite character, the one I was rooting for, already died, and I'm really sad about it. I'm not gonna give any spoilers though, because I recommend checking it out for yourself. But once you kind of get the way the show goes through its progression, you start to realize who's gonna die. But you know, it's like all right. The first one totally threw me off though. I did not expect it.
Yeah, they kind of start off with the darkest backstory, which I had forgotten about.
Yeah, Kev's like, I've got an anime for us to watch. I'm like, cool, man. I don't want to deal with anything heavy or too emotionally. Like, it's fine. I was like, Kevin,
I'm like,
how could you
it's
do
a little
this?
dark. It's a death game, but it's good.
How could you do this to me, Kevin? Yeah, it's
Like
good though.
watching it, I'm like, oh yeah, that does happen, doesn't it?
I mean, it's good though. It's good though. You got to be in the mood for a more darker, kind, somewhat depressing anime though. If you're in the
I mean,
mood in
it's
the
a death
mindset for
game.
that, yeah, it's like frickin' oh my god, why can't I think of the game? Monokuma is in it. Danganronpa. Oh my god, Danganronpa. It's like that, except everybody involved knows what they're getting into at the very beginning. So they choose the most skilled people to represent their houses and their clans, and whew, it's a
Yeah,
good
everyone is well
watch.
aware of what they're walking into and have basically trained their entire lives for it.
Yeah, so you know, it's not like, hey, welcome to school. This is a death game, by the way. Well done, Kevin.
Thanks, I knew I could do it.
Yeah, never had a doubt.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Nah, you got this shit. Unlock. Can I get away with this? Could I get away with the green? Kind of.
I feel like I'm barely getting away with the yellow in some of these spots.
Well, some of them, like these little yellow emblems here,
Yeah,
uh,
the wall decorations.
I needed to use the red on those, and it annoyed me. It's like some weird kind of metal that you just have to clean with high pressure.
I think it's called rust. I think you're thinking of rust. They're rusty.
You're right, Kevin. I am thinking about Rust. It was an okay game.
I mean, I would disagree, but I just don't like that style of game. So
Fair
my
enough.
opinion doesn't really matter there. It's like PvP base building survival games. I don't really care for it.
Tony, I appreciate the offer. Not really feeling up to a swimming mood, personally. That and I've got a lot of stuff going on with the house this week. So till I get this housing situation down, it's a little hard to really plan out the week. But we'll see what happens.
I mean, it's gonna be warmer this week, but it's not gonna be warm enough to swim.
He's talking about like in the gym, like at the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to go to the gym. I need
I
the money to
I
go to
think
the
I'd
gym.
rather instead of like going to a gym, I'd rather have like equipment at my house.
You see, I used to, and I never used it except for like maybe once or twice. So I think if I'm
So,
actively paying a little bit of money every month, I'll be more inclined to go and use it.
Kev, this is way more massive than I think we were thinking.
I mean, that's fine. We can have a cutoff at whatever time frame you want the cutoff to be.
Yeah. The picture was very misleading. It looks smaller.
Well, even the way like where you spawn in does not give you a proper idea of scale of how big this thing is.
Yeah. We could baptize an entire village at the same time in this thing.
I mean, realistically, why are we cleaning this? This is going to be a waste of water.
True. Also, one thing that I always had a problem with? Where does all the water that we're spraying with go to? It should be collecting in the bottom already, cleaning it, right? Or at least letting this stuff soak.
How about where's the water that we're cleaning with fucking coming from?
Now, you're asking the really big question, Kev.
Because like I don't turn my power washer off really when I'm moving around.
They see me washing, they hating. Power washing 'cause this shit is dirty. Oh man, that was
You know what? That was better than I thought it was going to be. I'll give you credit on that one.
thanks. Wow, the rare credit given by Kevin.
Don't make me regret it.
I feel really good about it actually. I'm like, wow.
When it started, I was like, "Oh boy," and then you got there, and I was like, "You know what? That was pretty good."
Thanks, man. How did this fountain get so dirty? I blame the
Neglect.
frogs. Well, yeah, neglect probably had something to do with it. Unless this is part of the same canon of the main story and like a volcano erupted.
Does this look like volcanic ash?
Maybe? I can't say
Why
I've
would it
come
be
across it too
green?
much in my everyday life to really distinguish.
And also, why is everything else not covered in volcanic ash if this was the volcano?
Kevin, I don't make the rules about how ash floweth on levels.
I'm just saying, if you really think about it,
Hello, Vera. Welcome back. Yes, I have. I've heard all about it. You bring it up every stream, and it continues to fill me with dread because I can't follow the plot of your uncle or grandpa or dad or whoever you decide to put in under these horrible circumstances in stories every single week. But I feel like I've heard most of the stories already. So Vera's had this ongoing bit where he talks about fake family members or real ones. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. And ridiculous scenarios about them being maimed by various animals.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't know.
Okay.
Now he's asking me about. And Tony is actually believing the story, which is great. He's actually apologizing and saying that he's really sorry to hear that. Tony, he's fucking with you. Don't give him any sympathy. Give him no sympathy. Yeah, Uncle Jerry married a kangaroo, got cheated on by the kangaroo, reconciled, then got married again. Yeah, okay.
How do you not know you're being fucked with at that point?
Yeah, well, that's Tony. I don't know what the laws are like in Brazil. Maybe you can. I didn't know kangaroos were in Brazil, but you know,
I don't think they are outside of zoos.
did you buy the guest pass? How are you getting these wild stories? Yeah, of course you're being gaslighted, Tony. None of that's real.
Tony, how do you not know you're being gaslit when people are telling you stories about kangaroos?
Tony,
Kangaroos aren't real either.
I
They're
can
like drop
explain
bears.
I can explain it. Tony is a one of those people who will take you at face value until you've betrayed his trust. He likes to see the good in people. He's naive to a fault. He will be the guy to go into every conversation with a smile on his face and greet you. He's generally genuinely a good well-meaning person who fucks up every single time he has the opportunity.
But he does believe that the Nigerian prince needs his help.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't think I've ever like even when Tony's like not feeling good or in a bad mood, I've never seen him not smile. He's always had a smile. That is one thing I will say about Tony. He has always had positivity, even when he's not doing the greatest.
I don't know how to do that. I don't think I even know how to smile.
It's hard.
I
It's
go to
it's
smile for
very hard.
pictures and I'm like, this feels awkward.
It's like if you want to see me naturally, just ask me to put my hand down my pants and have a bag of potato chips next to me, and that's about as natural as it gets. And I realized when I said that, it sounds way worse than I was intending it. I meant like
Yeah,
the Ed O'Neill,
it
L.
sounds like
Bundy
you jerk
sitting on a
off while
couch.
eating.
No, I meant the Ed O'Neill, like Al Bundy, sit on the couch, hand halfway down the slacks, remote in hand. That was the visual I was trying to convey, and I definitely missed.
As I say, you definitely described your masturbatory habits instead.
What can I say, man? Food gets me excited.
I mean,
Vera, yes, I read
fair
it.
enough.
I'm not talking about elves. We're not going there this stream, buddy.
I mean, I don't want to talk about gnomes.
Why would you pick the gnome level then, Kev?
I don't know, man. It was there.
I'm not saying it was a bad choice. It's just it's
Just,
a investment here. We're gonna have some
just
time in this.
saying. Of all the fantasy races available to play in video games, I
Hmm.
find no interest or satisfaction in playing a gnome whatsoever.
Hmm. You sure about that?
Yeah, and I think this stems from World of Warcraft, but yeah, no, I kind of just hate gnomes.
Wow. All right, I have to change the color because I have my dirt set to blue, and it does not help at all in a fountain.
You told me we found out the same time that you could change like the dirt colors, and I tried changing it. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it at this. This is what I'm used to.
All right, I've got it as red now. Oh my god, it looks like a bloodbath. Holy shit. I made it red. Uh, oh, that's a big one. I got a big one done today. Okay. It do be looking like a fountain of blood now. You're right. There's just something about power washing your troubles away, you know? They finally had us do some overtime this weekend. First time since, I think, Christmas. So I did not get a full weekend.
My job won't even give me overtime.
Yeah, ours cut it off too. I was surprised they had us work this weekend.
My job's like, hey, we're gonna need you to take an extra long lunch. There's a chance you might get 0.25 hours of overtime this week, so you need to take an extra 45 minutes on your lunch break. I'm like,
Or you,
what?
yeah, why don't you just leave early? Like, have me start later. Like, how is it my problem? There's nothing like it's cool to get paid to sit there, but I'd much rather just not be there.
Let's say I'm not even being paid to sit there at that point because I'm taking a longer lunch.
Oh, you don't
Like
get
I'm
paid
sitting
for
there
your
for
lunch.
free.
Okay. You know what? I wow, it's been so long. Yeah, I get paid for my lunch because we have a strict like we have 3 shifts that are in 8-hour blocks. So we have our lunch included in our 8-hour day. Guess I'm lucky in that regard. Well, there are footprints in this bloody pool. What? Who did this? Where are these footprints from?
The fucking gnomes did this.
How did they? Hold on. Are these your footprints? Am I following your footprints? What is happening here?
I mean, we can find out real quick. Am I creating footprints? Do you see me?
No, I'm following footprints right now around this fountain. Did you go
Yeah, and
up
I'm
here?
saying, hey, come over here, dingus. Behind you.
I think these just go in
Eric,
a circle.
Eric,
You know,
am I creating footprints right now?
no.
Then those can't be my footprints. Congratulations.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, it's the gnomes.
You're not going to convince me that the gnomes spring to life and move around.
And commit crimes.
Okay, so you're not a fan of gnomes, but what about halflings?
Hobbits, yes.
Okay. Vera, I'm afraid to start talking about any sort of furries with you.
Oh, is Vera back on fucking the kangaroos again?
No, he's into dogs now. I thought we discussed this with the Yowie paddle already, Vera.
Why are we bringing up the Yowie paddle in 2025?
Sometimes parts of the world are just a little bit behind, Kev.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
The U.S., for a lot of its flaws, certainly tries to be
Still
cutting
very
edge with some
behind.
new stuff. Yeah, well, but not as bad as other places. We do have the illusion of freedom of speech.
Uh,
Oh, Vera, you know
we
what the
also have
Yowie
the illusion
paddle
of
is.
democracy right now.
We doing this again? 2 Powerwash streams in a row?
Yeah, when they're back to back like this,
Yeah, I guess it is still in the system, huh?
and when you understand history and understand that history is cyclical,
Yeah, who didn't see another
and
stock
boy
market
howdy,
crash in the 20s?
the the late 2020s are starting to look a lot like the late 1920s. Boy howdy,
Yep, and it's funny when I tried to tell my
in more ways
investor,
than one.
they're like, "No, that'll never happen." I'm like, "Okay."
It'll never happen again. We all learned our lesson. Fucking
No one
god
ever learns
damn
their
it.
lesson. No lesson is ever learned. All right, yeah, Vera, you can talk smack all you want. I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. Tony, you're just as much a part of this problem. Don't you go talking.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Vera's like, your dumb president put a billionaire in power.
Yeah, all these things like the government will no longer be run by unelected Democrats, and yet here we are, President Elon. Definitely nobody voted for that man.
Vera, your offers to come to Brazil get more enticing every single week. You do have very beautiful women there. I don't know how we got on the topic of spiders, Tony, but okay.
So he's trying to fuck spiders now? I thought he was trying to fuck dogs.
Oh, that's Vera. Um,
There's too much lore to keep up with. We should just watch One Piece instead.
you know what? We'll start that on Sunday.
Today's Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Oh.
Unless, I will say, I'll put a caveat on this, unless I have things I have to take care of with my house, which has to
I
take
was gonna say,
priority.
unless I'm super depressed and I'm not gonna get out of bed. I was
No,
gonna tell you I'm not
I'd get
feeling
out of
well.
I'd get out of bed for you, Kev.
I'll be honest with you, if it's real bad, I can't say that I would do the same, and that's just me knowing myself and not in any way a reflection of you.
No problem. Because I also bear no judgment. Everyone handles their shit differently.
I'll definitely judge bears. I
All right.
definitely think there's some bears that are cooler than
How do
others.
you feel about grills?
He's a little piss boy.
All right. How about Ted?
The the Seth MacFarlane creation.
Ted Bear.
I will ask my question again because that doesn't do anything for me.
Okay. Then yes.
Okay, so the one with the Boston accent that got his own movie, the animated character Ted
Yes.
with Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, the bear. The actual bear.
Okay. I mean, he's all right.
Okay. Berenstein. Stain.
Berenstain. Damn it. Um, Abstain.
Okay. The group of men that are very hairy.
That's me.
All right, I think we've covered all of our bears. I'm proud of that one. I don't care. I'll laugh at it. Oh yeah, I guess Paddington, but you know what? He's overseas. No one cares about him, Vera.
Spoken like a guy who voted for Elon Musk.
I didn't vote for anyone, so I have no room to complain. Stayed home and ate Cool Ranch Doritos like a goddamn American.
Eric belongs in jail. Let's get that hashtag going.
Like it mattered. Half those votes didn't even go through anyway. Oh, damn, you worked on this gnome. Good job. I've been afraid to start those guys.
Like you're like, you worked on this gnome. Like, I've
You've worked on a
I've
couple.
done every gnome in cyclical order.
Oh, hey, Tune, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Arguably better conversations, if not more controversial, for Shull. I can't talk today. You can ask Kev. I was messing up names and everything earlier when we were playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'm worried about Eric. He doesn't know where he is right now.
Yeah.
He kept calling me peanut butter, and I'm like, no, that's the name of my dog.
You have a dog?
No.
Okay, I was going to say. Wait, are you holding peanut butter out on me? Because I like need to make a
That's what you're gonna
sandwich.
do to the peanut butter.
Eat it? I mean, there's
Fine.
nothing wrong with like just a handful of saltines and some peanut butter. You just lather and slather that shit and go to town. I'm also a fan of cinnamon
Why can't I jump? There we go.
graham crackers with peanut butter, or any graham cracker really with peanut butter.
Chocolate graham cracker and Cool Whip.
I've never tried, but that sounds fantastic.
It's it's almost like a diet Oreo.
Huh. I don't know. Cool Whip's pretty fattening, my guy. I don't know. Maybe the graham, like you're saving on the cookie, I guess. But
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like the Oreo cream is any better.
yeah, actually, I think it might improve it, adding a little bit of coolness to it, a little bit of liquidity.
You can wrap that in saran wrap, throw it in the freezer, and you got yourself an ice cream sandwich.
I feel like Vera has hit the replay button on this. I don't know why he's talking about Machoke now. Because Toon brought it up. Yeah.
I'm like, we did this already.
Yeah, this wasn't even this stream. This was the last stream.
Did you get all the outer wall caps?
I've probably missed a few. I'll go back out and do them. As I've been seeing like the railing dirty, I've been going to the outside and looking at that too. I'm really trying to get this floor. We're close, very close.
using the stubby gun. Okay.
Where the hell is this red that I'm supposed to be seeing here? Oh, right next to me.
All in this together.
Kevin, there's a little bit here somewhere, and I don't know. I don't see it. Uh, Kev, this was just like the extra, like pack, right? Pack one.
Yeah, this was like the first set of post game freebies. This
Yeah.
was with the Mars rover and the steam locomotive.
Ooh, yeah. We'll have to do those at some point.
We did those.
Yeah, we'll do them again.
Well, if I
Come
knew that
on.
was the case, we would have just done the Mars rover.
Oh yeah. I fully plan on doing them all again. All right, I'm running around the outside here. I'm looking. Can I dirt on this thing?
No, this should be all good. But go ahead and double check.
Oh, there's a couple that are not.
Are those the decorations?
No, there's a little lip under some of them that you have to like fully crouch to get under.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I've only seen one right now. It looks like. I guess I could also just open it up and look for it. Yeah, 32 out of 32 is good. We'll go with the pillars are good. Oh, you got all the gnomes. That's great.
It's not like
Raised
I wasn't doing anything.
walls. Hmm. Rocks. There's rocks in this? Okay.
Huh.
What is missing with this video tune? Do tell. What are we missing? Oh, outer wall caps. Okay, we'll get on that right now.
I thought I just did the outer wall caps.
There's a lot of them still done. There's like a whole section.
Oh, I didn't finish going around. Oh, that's my bad. I got distracted.
It's all good. There's only four of them left. I think these are the last four.
Yeah, those would be the last four if there's only four left. Fuck you, phone.
I don't think I've ever done anything like that on the on the channel, tune. I don't know where you pulled that from.
What's he going on about?
He's like, the one thing that you're missing from this video is someone doing a voice reading post from the the Asshole Reddit group. I
Oh,
can't
the
say
Am I
we've,
the asshole? Yeah.
yeah, I can't say I've ever done that on this channel, but
I mean, I can.
column bases. Oh, I'm not familiar enough to give any input whatsoever on those tune, but I'm glad you find enjoyment out of them.
All right. Let's open up Reddit.
Oh gosh, Kev, are you actually gonna do it? Well, Tune, this is what you wanted. Now you're stuck with it. And I guess I'm about to learn something new.
Uh,
I've never been a fan of judging humanity based on words that I can't verify.
top. Top of the past year?
This is all your fault, Tune. I just want you to know that.
Okay, well, that's not going to work. Top all time.
Just make sure it's subject matter that won't
Yeah.
be horrible.
Well, these really still the top all times. These look like the ones from the last month. Hold on. Top past 24 hours. Okay. I'll go back. Top all time. Yep. Okay. These ones from a couple months ago are still some of the better ones, apparently.
All right. Oh my God, what? Oh, this all counts as the base. That's why it's not coming clean. Okay. Makes sense. You okay there, champ?
Uh. Okay. Hold on. I'm proofreading this and like
There's, you know what? I appreciate you for that. Kevin hasn't found one that has been okay to share yet.
Sony. No, here's one. I just have to. I'm gonna edit some of this.
Okay.
Use different words that'll still get the point across.
Sure, sure.
Am I the asshole for laughing in my sister-in-law's face when she DNA tested my daughter? I, 30-year-old male, have a daughter who's 6. I am not biologically related to her at all. There is no blood relation between us. I was friends with her mother for almost all of our childhoods. We were never involved romantically and were always just friends. She had a daughter at 23 with her 25-year-old husband. When my daughter was a newborn, about 3 months old, both her mother and father passed away unexpectedly. Both my friend and her husband had grown up with less than ideal families and didn't have any siblings, so there weren't any next of kin for their daughter to go to. However, because I was close with them, I was able to adopt her. Even though even though I had been iffy about the idea of kids, I didn't want their daughter to grow up in foster care or around people who didn't have a connection to her biological parents, so I stepped
Oh,
in.
what a good guy.
My parents and siblings know that my daughter is not my actual daughter, biologically speaking. My daughter knows that she's adopted. I never hid the fact that she was adopted, but she knows her parents are dead, and I'm not going to read those next lines because that goes into the cause of death, and that gets real sad. Um,
Also, keep in mind, while Kevin's reading this, he's not power washing.
that is
So
true.
this is
Uh,
on me.
my daughter does not look like me at all. She looks exactly like her mother and biological father. Most people assume that I'm her bio dad and that she just took after her mom. I don't ever really correct this when and if people assume this because it seems unnecessary. My brother has been with his fiancee for about 2 years now. A few weeks ago, we were all meeting up at my parents' house, and my sister-in-law saw an old picture of me, my friend, and her husband. She pointed to my friend and asked who she was, and I explained that that was my daughter's mother. My sister-in-law got quiet and stood in front of the picture for a while and didn't think much of it. To clarify, she knows that my friend passed away, but I guess didn't know that she had been married or that my daughter was not my biological daughter. I suppose she assumed my daughter was mine and my friend's biological daughter. My sister-in-law got a DNA test done on my daughter behind my back. She used my brother's DNA for the test, and when it came back that they weren't related, she knew that meant me and my daughter weren't related. She came up to me with the results and waved them in my face, saying that I was taking care of a dead woman's affair baby. She said this to me in front of my daughter, and I just stared at her for a while before busting out into laughter. I told her I knew that she wasn't my biological daughter, and that this thing called adoption exists. Her face got red and she stormed off. My brother is mad that I embarrassed his fiance, but I said she embarrassed herself by DNA testing a kid that isn't hers and then parading the results up to me. What did she want me to do? What was the goal with this? Did she want me to break down and abandon my daughter? My brother said she was doing the right thing and called me an asshole. I don't feel like the asshole, especially considering my sister in law is the one who stuck her nose where it doesn't belong.
Yeah, 100% agree. That cunt deserved it. Anyway, um,
Yeah, overwhelming opinion as far as I could tell. Not the asshole.
not the
Is
asshole.
the
This guy's
not
this guy's good. All right,
yeah
now get your power washer and start soaking.
there. I hope Toon's happy now.
There you go, Tune. We read one. Kevin read one. No, he's got to help me clean this fountain. He doesn't have time to read these. All right,
If
Kev,
you
read
want me
another
to
one.
read more
Read
Reddit
another one.
posts,
Read another one, Kev. One more.
genuinely,
Yeah. I'll here's what we're going to do for today. This is a giant ass like cleaning procedure we're doing today. I'm
this
only
is a giant ass.
yeah.
Full
I
stop.
I'm only doing this middle bit and then I'm going to call the stream. So, Kevin is going to proofread another one. I feel like we
Okay.
if he does proofread another one, we have to like retitle this to Power Washing with Assholes. I don't know, it's just
That's
with
okay.
potential
The
assholes.
one where I had a mental breakdown, I gave you a specific title to rename that stream, and you
Yeah.
just still didn't even do that.
I did. Kevin's really bad day. It's there in the you
Which was not what
bastard.
I told you to rename.
Oh, I don't know. I only listen to you half of the time. Anyway,
I know.
it's nothing
Stop
personal.
reminding me.
It's
I mean, I'm gonna take it personally, but
you can, but there is nothing personal about it. It's just the way I am. I'm built mid tier.
okay. Now that I am on top of the fountain, and I can see
Are you reading
all.
me? Am
There's
I
a
an
whole park over
asshole
there.
from the
No.
top of the fountain?
Oh yes, yes I am. There's like a little baseball field out in the distance there. Okay. Um. Hold on. I got scroll.
I'm not messing with AI, Vera, unless it comes in the form of girlfriend. Then I'll have her make me a sandwich. No, Tony, you have far different goals for AI than I do. I am but a simple man who wants a sandwich. There are people that buy like giant alcohol margarita making machines just for the sole purpose that they don't have to pour their bottles themselves. I want a sandwich machine. I'll load in a bunch of sliced bread and some cheese and some meats, and I'll open my fridge and push a button and just have a delicious sandwich ready to go. That is my dream.
Here. Instead of doing "Am I the asshole?" I'm gonna read a "Today I fucked up"
Sonic
post.
fanfics? Oh,
What does this mean? This one has a badge next to it.
they're a verified asshole, Kev. That's Sheriff Asshole.
Okay, there's gonna be a theme today.
Oh no.
Today I fucked up by buying everybody an Ancestry DNA kit and ruining Christmas.
Oh no. Oh no. The results, no one's related to each other in this family. Oh man. Everyone wants you to read it, Kev.
I know. Well, I'm just proofreading other parts
Yeah.
real quick.
He's proofreading and changing some of the bad verbiage.
Earlier this year, Ancestry DNA had a sale on their kits. I thought it'd be a great gift idea, so I bought 6 of them for Christmas presents. Today, my family got together to exchange presents for our Christmas Eve tradition, and I gave my mom, dad, brother, and 2 sisters each a kit. As soon as everyone opened their gift at the same time, my mom started freaking out. She
Of
told us that
course.
she didn't want us taking them because they had unsafe chemicals. We explained to her how there are actually no chemicals, but we could tell she was still flustered. Later, she started crying and convinced us that only one of us kids need to take it since we all have the same results and to resell the extra kits to save money.
Yeah, not all those kids are
Fast,
hers, are her
fast,
father's, or her
fast
dad.
forward. Parents have been fighting upstairs for the past hour, and we are downstairs trying to figure out who has a different dad. Update: Christmas isn't ruined. My fuck up actually turned into a Christmas miracle. Turns out my sister's father passed away shortly after she was born. A good friend of my mom's was able to help her through the darkest time in her life, and they went on to fall in love and create the rest of our family. They never told us because of how hard it was for my mom. Last night, she was strong enough to share the stories and photos with us for the very first time, and it truly brought us closer together as a family. This is a Christmas we will never forget, and yes, everyone was all excited to get our test results. Merry Christmas. P.S. Sorry my mom isn't a whore, and no, you're not my daddy.
I kind of like this, Kev. Like these clean, like these streams are going to be a bit longer, but I kind of like the whole
This is going
you
to require a
reading.
lot of extra work that I don't want to do for
Fair
setup.
enough. We'll swap out. We'll swap out. All right. So that those were the two stories for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed them. That was a great one, by the way. That was a really good one.
Today I fucked up by living in a dark bedroom for 6 years.
Today seems a bit
It's
longer than one day.
it's mainly where people just kind of go to share stories of like, oh, I was an idiot,
Dude,
like
everyone's an
type of
idiot.
stories, and it's like true or not, who fucking knows? But this is from the story itself is 6 years old at this point. The overhead fan in our bedroom uses one of these compact halogen light bulbs. 6 years ago, the bulb burned out and got really dim, just barely a glow. I bought a replacement bulb, but when I put that one in, it also was only barely lighting up, and I realized the unit was bad. The fans still work great. Literally is the best fan I've ever had because it moves a ton of air and is super quiet. The fan also had been a gift when we moved into the house, and the unit cost over $400, so I don't really want to replace it, even though our bedroom doesn't get much natural light, so it is pretty dark. So since then, over the years, my wife and I have had to make do with no overhead light. We open up the windows during the day and at night use a combination of bedside lamps and bathroom light. It's never really as good of lighting as an overhead lamp, so I keep some flashlights up there for when we are cleaning or looking for something. After 6 years of living in the dark, this winter I decided I would just replace the damn thing. But before I did, I decided to try one last time with another bulb because, however unlikely, it's possible both bulbs I had tried were bad. So I'm up there installing the new bulb, grab the remote for the ceiling fan, and as I'm turning the light on, I realize this goddamn thing has a fucking dimmer. We lived for 6 fucking years with the convenience of no overhead light, and the whole time it was just because the damn thing was set to dim. Fuck me.
Humanity is a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh. Toon, you have nothing to apologize for. This has actually been way better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I didn't know this thing existed. This is peak entertainment, I think. This is, I think, the most entertaining thing we've done in a while on this channel. I'll admit it.
What is this one?
My commentary sucks compared to this.
I go real weird. I was searching for more Today I Fucked Up posts, and I found a subreddit called Today I Fucked Up No Sex.
Relatable.
The most recent post is a year old, and the most popular post only has 11 upvotes. So I'm just gonna not.
Yeah, yeah. Don't. You don't need to. It's okay. Man, who knew cleaning a
Um,
fountain could be so entertaining?
oh, whoopsie. Oopsie doodles. Um,
Speaking of dimmers, my new place has a dimmer for the kitchen, and I'm really excited. Give me some mood lighting while eating my pasta in my underwear alone. Yeah, it is sad, chat. It is. This is the existence I choose to live. I did tune. We're going ahead with it. So once things get settled and all this paperwork gets filed, I will be a proud new homeowner. Yay! Which means I will never have money to do anything I want to ever again. Yay!
I this is kind of brilliant. I don't.
Yes, no more party pooping. What's happening?
I mean, it's probably a little bit of a party poop, but I still. Oh boy. So once you make a post, regardless of how popular it gets, you can go in and just edit the post, and it doesn't necessarily change the comments in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So it just doesn't make sense sometimes?
yeah.
Have you been going through the comments to try to gauge these stories? Dude, how big is this fucking fountain? We're not even halfway done with this fountain. What the hell?
You told me to stop and start
Yeah,
reading
no,
Reddit
I
posts.
realize that a
I
lot of
don't have
this is.
context for this, but I love it. Some guy was like confessing about like some fuck up that he did, and then the bigger fuck up was leaving his account logged into Reddit on his home computer. So his wife, now ex-wife, found it because it was like sort of like a cheating on his wife situation.
Oh, fantastic.
It's like, so we
Karma!
don't have any of the original story. It's like, but she went back in and edited the whole post.
All right, on to the next.
What the fuck?
I take it you found a really juicy one?
It's labeled as fuck up of the year from 7 years ago,
Oh, damn.
and all I read was the title, which was "Today I fucked up by coming into a coconut."
All right, we're going to have to censor this one. I think. Do tell the story, Kevin. What happened? Was it a coconut crab? Because that would be a big one.
This fuck up didn't happen today, but quite a few years back. For obvious reasons, I'm using throwaway count as my family knows my main Reddit username. Around 8 years ago, back when I lived in northern Mozambique, a coastal southern African country with quite a warm climate, my mother at the time was going through a health nut phase and only buying food she deemed healthy enough. One of these was coconuts. She would buy several coconuts a week to use in food from the local market. Oh boy. Okay. How?
What did you start reading to us, Kev? I feel
Well,
like
I
that
mean, we're
title
here.
alone was
We're
good
here now.
enough, you know?
We are here now.
All right. Better make this a good last one, Kev, because I'm almost
What
done with what I wanted to
the
do.
fuck? What the fuck?
All right, Kevin, just stop. Stop. Veer's like, continue, Kev. It's killing me. I need to know.
Anyway, being a horny teenager, I fapped at regular intervals. Unfortunately, there were some severely stressful examinations coming up for me, and as such, my fapping reached a higher peak than usual, and I was feeling pretty frustrated. One day, I hear that my mother is going to be out pretty much the entire afternoon. Horny me decides it would be a fantastic idea to fuck a coconut. Honestly, to this day, I can't fathom why I thought that would be a good idea. But my train of thought back then was clearly somewhat clogged. I ended up grabbing the coconut drill, and through about 20 minutes of of concerted effort, ended up creating a hole large enough for me to stick my porker into. I decided it requires some lube and grabbed the near slippery thing, butter, before shoving it into the coconut, followed shortly by my meat. I fucked the coconut, and it feels pretty damn good.
Oh,
So
God.
I blow my load, and I shove the coconut under my bed and continue about my day. For the next week, the coconut is my savior.
Oh, no.
When I get off, I simply take it out and fuck the coconut in its delightfully tight hole, made better each time by the accumulating volumes of semen and butter acting as lubricant.
This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
Now,
This
before
is
I
so bad.
continue, I'd best mention that at the time our area was experiencing quite humid, muggy weather, which was exacerbated by an
Oh, the
already
smell.
existing fly problem.
Oh, no, not the smell.
Disgustingly fat, bloated flies were commonly found around our house, and the exterminators couldn't really do anything because it was a localized area problem that would, quote, go away in the winter. About a week and a bit after the initial coconut incident, I've been pretty much using it every day since. I begin to notice a few more flies than usual, as well as an odd, unpleasant smell from my room.
Uh-huh.
Must be the coconut, right? I decide that I'll fuck it one more time before I throw it out and get a new one.
No, he's gonna have flies in his
Worst
weenie.
mistake I've ever made. You see, the reason for the increased number of flies was that the coconut was evidently, in hindsight, a nearly perfect place to lay eggs.
Yep.
As I penetrate the coconut one last time, I begin to feel a strange wriggling sensation. Puzzled,
No.
I pull I pull my meat out to discover it is covered in rotted and moldy butter and teeming with tiny fucking maggots.
And just like that, I've cleaned what I wanted to do. Thank you and good night, everybody.
I
Today,
screamed and threw the coconut against the wall, which made the situation worse by spilling the contents. Hours of vigorous scrubbing, vomiting, and cleaning the remnants were spent reflecting on what the fuck I was doing with my life.
oh boy. Okay, I hope that was the closure everybody wanted, because that we peaked at the second story, I think. Damn, that one was disgusting, man. That one was so disgusting. Look at you up there, like you just don't care. We're not even we're
See, I
not
just got a
even
dark sense of humor. So yeah,
halfway.
is that gross? Absolutely fucking disgusting. If I saw a video of it, I would scream and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you showing me this?"
Yeah,
That being said, having read it, and there's a very good chance that it is not real at all,
here's the thing, Kev.
because
I
99% of those stories on Reddit are fucking made up.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna fuck a coconut, everybody, I think it's a one and done.
It's definitely a one and done.
You don't call her back for the next day. You don't store her for later use. It's a one-time use.
Also, butter?
Um,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
I don't know. I don't. Mm. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back to finish up this
I enjoyed it.
delightful gnome fountain next
Coconut guy
time.
enjoyed it up until the flies.
Yeah, you did. Till next time, everybody. Bye bye.
Arrivederci!
I'll do the reading next time.